Today we're going to take a look at a woman's misfortune of winning $2 million in the lottery that prompted lawsuits by parents and a boyfriend. Recently we looked at an older case that considered whether lottery winnings received at the end of a relationship constitute joint property. In another lottery win case, the court begins its judgment with this surprising description: that on the morning of June 23, 2013, Orly enjoyed a loving relationship with her young son and parents. She also had a close and comfortable attachment to her boyfriend, Lionel. On the evening of that same summer day, she had the misfortune of purchasing the $2 million winning ticket for an Ontario scratch and win lottery. What started as a lucky break turned into a legal nightmare. Orly was sued by her now former boyfriend for his share of the winnings. She was also sued by her own parents, who claimed the entire $2 million win was actually theirs. Orly had bought the winning scratch and win ticket on a whim. She was at a local convenience store buying cigarettes for her parents, using the debit card and PIN they had given her for that purpose. Lionel was there too, but he did not contribute to the cost of the lottery ticket. Orly scratched the ticket while sitting with him in the car outside the store and realized it was a $2 million winner. She ran back in, and she was the only one to sign the back of the ticket. The Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation authorities were called, and Orly was identified to them as the sole prize recipient. Meanwhile, Lionel had phoned Orly's parents and told them she got the winner. At the time of this win, Orly had been living with her parents and dating Lionel after meeting him on the internet, on an internet dating site. The court noted that before the big win, Orly was far from interested in marriage than Lionel was. Post-win, Lionel demonstrated a much keener interest in the marriage to Orly at this time than when he had shown before the lottery win. Indeed, on a trip to Las Vegas shortly after that Orly paid for, Lionel proposed marriage. Orly accepted, however, the relationship began to fray. Well, on that very same getaway, Orly, suspecting Lionel cheated on her in the past and was flirting with other women on the trip. When they returned, Lionel refused to sign a prenuptial agreement. He and Orly broke up soon after. Lionel then sued Orly for his share of the lottery winnings. Orly's parents sued her for the entire $2 million, relying on the fact that it had been purchased with their debit card. The court rejected both claims. Lionel had no right to share of the win since he had not contributed to its costs. There was nothing in writing, and he had no agreement with Orly to that effect. The court pointed out that Lionel was not even in the photo taken at OLG offices to celebrate the lottery win. His credibility around various details was also lacking, and in the court's word, he tended to exaggerate his devotion to Orly in his evidence. And we talked previously how exaggeration can be the enemy of credibility in a different blog earlier this week. Similarly, the court found that the lottery winnings did not belong to Orly's parents, even though they had technically funded the small price of the ticket. The purchase had not been discussed or requested by the parents in advance. It was simply a modest add-on purchase made by Orly with her parents' card with their implicit permission. The court noted that when she received the funds from OLG, Orly placed the entire proceeds in her own bank account, and her parents stood by while she spent money as she saw fit. They happily accepted $350,000 that Orly gave them to help pay off their mortgage. Tellingly, it apparently took another full year after that before it occurred to them to claim the entire jackpot was actually theirs. In dismissing the parents' suit, the court added, the claim was concocted in the court's opinion largely for the purpose of assisting and protecting the lottery winnings from any Lionel's claims. In the end, the court ruled the $2 million lottery winnings belonged to Orly alone. I want to thank our YouTube subscribers for watching today. You can subscribe by hitting the bell and get notification of our future blogs and YouTube videos. You can like and comment on this post or our podcast. We're going to endeavor to answer all those questions at the end of each week. Until next time, I'm Russell Alexander.